Alright YouTube, so today's video slightly different. We're going to make this on the EOS R7 because we are going to talk about a very special camera, and that is the Nikon ZF and this 40mm f2 lens, which I've shot now for, I don't know, 5 months, 6 months, something like that. Probably about 5 months. And what do I really think? Please watch this video. And many of you have this preconceived notion that either I hate Nikon or whatever. You're wrong. I just want to make sure that when something's not right, you have the ability to voice it and you're not being silenced. And the majority of the community goes into a pickle. So with that, I think let's go ahead and get in here and talk about the ZF, and let's do that right after this. All right, so now that we're back, first of all, I want to thank Seth Miranda. I believe it was Seth Miranda on his one of his live streams. Someone told me that they had a issue with these IKEA shelves, which all of this stuff was on. I'm glad you said something, because I've been beat up by my better half for a long time to do this, and so thank you so much for pushing to get that done. And if you hadn't done that and given that kick in the rear, you wouldn't be seeing this side. Sorry, I'm trying to see which side. Got lighted and it looks nice. Kind of excited. And the ZF actually sits right in here, but right now it's actually in my hand, so it would actually go back in this cube here. So nonetheless, why the ZF? Why are we talking about it? And why after 5 months I still have one? Many of you probably thought I got it just to bash it, and that's not the case. I absolutely love the ZF. Truly love this camera. I wish Canon would have made something like this, but they didn't. Nikon did. As some of you know, back in the film day, I went up to a f3 HP is what I had, the high speed one, with the grip on the bottom and whatnot. Regardless, that's not what this video is about. You can go watch my other videos on the ZF when it first came out and when I first got it, as to how it actually made me feel about sort of bringing back some of those memories. This particular lens, let's talk about it, right? So, I use this guy, this adapter. This is not the TechArt adapter, by the way. This is the Photo Diox adapter, the Profusion. I opted to go with these guys because one, it's a US based company. Yes, all the products are made in China and other places. Photo Diox has always been good about updates and things. It costs the same as a TechArt, $250, sometimes on sale for $200, whatever. I really like how it works. I have used the TechArt, the older version, a few times. A lot of people swear that it's better than this. Maybe it is, but this right here is pretty good. I put all those Zeiss Batis lenses on there, Sony lenses on there, and I don't see a major problem with them at all, using it on this body. Anyway, so I'll leave a link down below if this is something you want to check out. But I like the Photo Diox, is the one that I ended up going with. Not saying that's the one you should. You should maybe order both and try them. And just the TechArt wasn't available when I got it. And then the guy at B&H said, try this. It's just as good. It's just a lot of people don't talk about it. So there it is. back to this lens. The 40f2, it's a $299 lens, right, by itself. And if you get it with the kit, it's even cheaper. Is it perfect? No. Is it as good as that Batis 40 that's sitting in this cube here? No. It's not. But it also doesn't cost as much as the Batis. The Batis is almost $1,000. This is $300. What do I really love about this lens? So the imperfections in the lens actually make it exciting for me, because one, it does two things. It makes my editing skills even that much better, because I see certain things that weren't there, and I don't want to go into it because, you know, then people are like, he's just bashing it and he just hates it. No, stop. It almost looks like, to me, with this lens when I shoot, it has like the look of the lens is very much like, it has like a pro mist filter, like built into the lens type of thing. It has that dreamier look. It has the, I don't want to call it creamy, but it has a unique look to it. Is it a size pop? No. But it has its own thing. That's what draws me to it. And obviously the retro look. I mean, it literally looks like the older film, lenses that they had. Can you easily edit that? Sure. If you know what you're doing in Lightroom, Photoshop, not a problem. Or whatever editing software that you're using. It's not an issue. I'm going to pop up some pictures on the screen here, so you can take a look while I am talking through it. The things that I absolutely love about the ZF, just the robustness of the body, how it's built. It's pretty darn good. It's great. I did have to put the newer brand or whatever it is. I was going to put the small rig one here, but then I found this one to be easier to get the battery in and out of here. And if you have the small rig, you can comment down below. Either way, it doesn't matter. But the biggest thing on the newer one was it had the red line here, similar to the Nikon film cameras, like they used to have here. Kind of cool. So I like it because it allows me to now put all of my, and I've got big hands, and the ZF is not that big of a camera, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with the camera at all. There is apparently a thumb rest here that's available, so I might order it and try it and play with it. But nonetheless, the camera itself, amazing. Dials, amazing. I did put a soft button, the shutter button here. It's fantastic. No issues whatsoever. The exposure compensation dial, fantastic. It's a very simplistic design, right? I mean, I'm still trying to find my face. There you go. You can sort of see it now. I think with what I'm seeing here, when it comes to what they're able to do with this Z mount, I think the potential is huge. And as you saw probably last night's live stream with on Vahagan's channel, we had a pretty incredible discussion around hopefully Red making a Canon RF to Z mount adapter. If they can do that, and if that happens, the inherent value of that Z mount goes tenfold up. Why? Because now not only can you use Z mount lenses, you can also bring in RF mount lenses and also Cine lenses that are going to be readily available. So if Nikon's planning to do that, yeah, it's going to take them some time to get all those lenses out, which is fine. At least they'll have a choice. And it makes it kind of exciting to be able to have a Z mount camera to be able to do that. Having said that, the image quality out of this thing is incredible. It's a great camera. It really is. I really have enjoyed it, as you've been seeing on the screen, and I plan to enjoy it for years to come. Couple of things that I think Nikon needs to think about. One of them is they went with the simplistic film look, simplistic minimalist type of design on this thing, which is great. I wish the menu systems and I'm getting around it because I'm trying to figure it out, and a lot of things I actually figured out on my own. Even asking some of the people in the Nikon community, they had no idea, but I figured it out. Nonetheless, I think the grouping is kind of weird to me, coming from Sony, Canon, all different systems. Just like Sony used to do the same thing. I mean, they would have 2 things here and 4 things in another piece of the menu. It's like, made no sense. So I think that's probably one of the, I can think of, that's probably the only gripe that I can think of with this thing. I know some people went kind of crazy about, okay, I have one more gripe and then I'll stop. This flap, you can see, it has no spring in there. Is it a deal breaker? No. It's kind of annoying because it actually closes on its own and keeps on doing this. The spring would have been nice, all of my Canon, Sony cameras have it. I'm not sure if other Nikon cameras are like this. I doubt it. I'm sure some of them have the spring in there, so I wish there was a spring in there. Or if there is a spring door that's available for the ZF, put it down below because I'll probably order it and actually do it, because that's something that I really, really like having. Because even when you have it open like this, like you can see it, like even if I move the camera a little, it starts moving. With the spring, it just stays there. Nonetheless, not a deal breaker. A lot of people have freaked out about, they think it's only got 1 card slot. It doesn't. It's got 2. If you pay attention down here, see what I mean with the spring? I have to hold this aside. I'm going to try to get in here and see if you can see this right up there. Right up here, if you look. You'll see the SD card slot, and above that SD card slot, there's another little slot for a micro SD. I think it's kind of cool that they were able to do that in such a small body, rather than having this whole side thing popping open. This side doesn't open, so that's perfect for the grip, right? To be there and you can do your thing like that. I think they did a good job with that. The other thing they did is, even though I put this thing on here, I can still very easily turn this dial. You can probably hear it. Yeah. I did that up there because the microphone is up there. The condenser mic is up there. So, am I ranting right now? Maybe. But there are so many things that I really absolutely love about this camera. I just wish this review button of reviewing the pictures was also available here. I know you can map it, but I just wish it was here. So you shoot, review, good to go, shoot, review. This forces you to have a two-handed operation. Not a major issue. It's just, something to think about in the future iteration, which is kind of cool. I do like the trash button is separate and it's way up here, so it forces you to literally go to it rather than just have it down here like Canons do. I've always hated that about Canon because they just put it down here and it's like, dude, I got so many other buttons here that I use all the time. I don't want to hit the trash by accident. So this right here was pretty smart, Nikon. So you did a great job there. The EVF. This EVF is fantastic. It's 3.6 million dot, but it looks like it's higher resolution. It's actually a really nice EVF. I really enjoy it a lot. One of the very few EVFs where I can look into it for a long time and not really get a bad headache. When I use the R5 and the Sony A7R4, which are almost like 6 million dot, I start to get like a slight headache when I use it for extended periods of time. I'm just sharing something very personal with you now. Now, I don't know if that's a problem or not. It's just what it does to me. Everyone's a little different. So this one, not so much of an issue. The ports, they're perfectly fine. I do like one thing that they've done here is they moved the mic jack all the way to the bottom. And the reason why is because when I make videos using the ZF, you can see here, it's like way down here, so it's on the bottom of the screen. It's kind of cool. But you have to be aware that a couple of your settings down below, as long as you're good with those, you should be fine. It will probably block it unless I got a mic adapter which actually goes in there and then angles straight down. So then it doesn't go in front of the screen. So that's a easy workaround. Overall, I love my ZF, and thank you Nikon for making this, because that's a missed opportunity on Canon's part. The missed opportunity on your part is a Z500, which I've been harping for the last 2 years, taking so much hate from the Nikon community, but it's sad. This very camera that I'm shooting on, the R7, it's been eating their lunch for the last 2 years. So Nikon, give it to them. If you made one, I'll probably buy one. Right? I think it's going to be a great camera if a Z500 comes out. So with that, leave your comments below. Slightly different type of video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want more. I am going to be making more videos with these baddest lenses on this very ZF, and start to show you a lot more pictures from it, so you can get to see what the output looks like. So with that, like, subscribe, be nice to each other, go out there, create your magic, and I will talk to you in the next one. Thank you.